Welcome to the WION podcast. In this episode, we explore why every B-2 bomber carries a state name, how crews form bonds with each aircraft, and why one lost Spirit's name was permanently retired. The B-2 naming tradition began with the Spirit of Missouri, the first aircraft delivered to the United States Air Force. It was named after the state that is home to Whiteman Air Force Base. Later bombers received state names in roughly the order they entered service, following the same spirit of state format. This linked every aircraft to the wider national identity represented by the fleet. By the time the 21st and final bomber was delivered in 2000, names ranging from the Spirit of Missouri to the Spirit of Louisiana had been assigned. Each name was unveiled during a formal ceremony at Whiteman, attended by Air Force leaders, the aircraft's first crew, state representatives and personnel involved in its production. The name appeared in small lettering on the nose landing gear door. Although modest, these ceremonies carried deep meaning for the states and communities being honored. Pilots and maintenance teams also developed strong attachments to particular aircraft. With such a small fleet, personnel repeatedly flew or maintained the same airframes throughout their assignments. They often referred to each bomber by its state name rather than its identification number, much like sailors speaking about ships. The Spirit of Kansas was the 13th aircraft delivered and entered Air Force service in 1999. For 9 years, it completed training flights, exercises, and other missions alongside the rest of the fleet. On February 23, 2008, the aircraft attempted to take off from Andersen Air Force Base in Guam. Moisture had affected sensors in its air data system, causing incorrect readings. The bomber crashed shortly after leaving the runway and was destroyed by fire, although both pilots ejected safely. Its name was never transferred to another aircraft. There was no formal retirement ceremony, but the Spirit of Kansas simply disappeared from active service because the bomber carrying that identity no longer existed. The Air Force has not announced plans to reuse the name on the B-21 Raider or another future aircraft. The original program had called for 132 bombers, enough to honor every American state. When Congress reduced the fleet to 21, 29 states were left without an aircraft carrying their names. Planned Spirits representing states such as Alaska, Ohio, and New York were never built. The B-21 program is developing its own identity, with its first aircraft named Cerberus, rather than following the state tradition. When the surviving B-2 fleet eventually retires during the 2030s, its state names will pass into aviation history with the aircraft and the crews that carried them. Thanks for tuning in to this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.